Hello, folks, and welcome to Rangers Review Special as we delve deeper into the latest signing, that is Vaclav Cerny. The Czech winger has arrived on loan for the season from Wolfsburg in Germany. But to give us a bit of flavour into what we can expect, I'm joined by Guus from the hugely popular FC Twente podcast, Tucker Proat, and he's going to discuss his time at Twente, where he enjoyed a bit of success there. First of all, Guus, was saying off air, you are wearing a fabulous jersey. So, great to have you on.
Yeah. Thanks for having me.
Do you have a love for Rangers at all, or do you have a little affection for them?
Yeah. It started out when you guys left the first league and got relegated to the League Two, and then I started following you, and I like those stories, and never stopped following, and still kind of a fan of Rangers, but unfortunately, I've never been to Ibrox, so that's one thing I still have to accomplish.
We'll need to get you over sometime for a game. We need to sort that out. But it's great having you on, Guus. A real pleasure. We're looking for a bit of insight, of course, into, I mentioned, Vaclav Cerny. Didn't have the best of times at Wolfsburg, but with you guys, what's your sort of main recollections of him in a Twente jersey?
Yeah, very good memories of him because he was one of our best players at the time he was with us. I think Ron Jans already said it, that he was one of the biggest talents when he was young. But he had a bad time at Utrecht and then came to us on a loan. For FC Twente, it's almost the same story as Rangers. Also had a lot of financial problems, and we relegated on sportive ways. But we fought back to the Eredivisie, and I think Vaclav was one of the first really good players we had back when we were in the Eredivisie, and one of the most important players to get us back to where we are now, again in European football. Yeah. So I think at the loan period he was very good. He had a very very good start to the season, and just a very very good player with a very good technique. I think one of the best at in those years of us.
Yeah. What position did he play with you guys?
It was just a right winger always.
Yeah, and did he contribute many goals and assists during his time with Twente?
Yeah, the first half year, I think it was, 21, I think.
Yeah.
It was like 8 goals and 7 assists in the first 20 games, I think. Mm-hmm. So that was very good, but then he got a knee injury, not his only knee injury he's ever had. So that's one thing to look out for, because he's had some big injuries. Yeah. And that ended the season for him, but he was very good in the first half of the year. So that's also the reason why FC Twente bought him. Although he had the injury, he still had the injury, but FC Twente had trust in him, so we bought him.
Yeah,
and then the years afterwards, he was very good, but especially the last half year he played for us, that he really came into his own, and scored I think 8 or 9 goals in just the last I think 12 games. And that drove up the price for Wolfsburg a little bit. So it was the perfect moment for us to sell him. Uh-huh. And I think Twente did well, but we loved him over here.
Yeah, the term knee injury certainly sends a shiver down the spine. Many Rangers supporters have had a fair few problems with players suffering long-term injuries. So fingers crossed, touch wood, that he can steer clear of injury during his time at Ibrox. Is he someone that excites the fans, Guus? Is he someone that gets bums off seats?
Yeah, he just has a very good technique. So also I watched some videos back this afternoon from his time at Twente, and he just has a good action. He knows how to get by a player, and his shot is even better than I remembered. So he has a very good shot. A little bit of the Arjen Robben way, just to get the dribble inside and then shoot on goal. But also, every assist, it was just mostly free kicks and just getting the ball very good into the 16. So it's just very good technique, and that's the thing. Well, that will get players, will get the supporters happy, I think, because he knows how to get by defenders. And I think you can compare the Dutch division to the Scottish a little bit. It's said that it's, I don't know the best way to say it in English, but it's a very good place for strikers and attackers to be in the Netherlands, because our defending is not always the best. And I think in Scotland there will be some teams he can perform the same way. So I think he will get the supporters happy.
Yeah, interesting. And I guess, did you guys make a profit on him from what you paid at Utrecht to when you sold him at Wolfsburg?
Yeah. We bought him for 1 million euros, I think, and sold him for 8 million. So that's quite a profit. But I think there's a big percentage that was going still to Utrecht because we could buy him for quite a low price. I don't know how big the percentage was, but it certainly was a profit.
Yeah, it didn't really happen for him at Wolfsburg last season. Were you surprised at that, Guus?
Yeah, well, I think he needs time. So he needs time and confidence. Also with us, he needed some time to really get into his own. But and at Wolfsburg, the quality is so much better there. I think he just did not have a real chance. He had some subs, but not very often he started there. So I think if you give him a few games, then it will be good.
Yeah, and he formed a really good partnership, didn't you, with Danilo, who used to be on the books of you guys?
Yeah, that was the thing that helped us that season. Just those two attackers, and it was they were very good in pressuring the defenders. It was said we had like a fake pressing style that season, so we invited the defenders to come and to play, and then they went on there and like scored many goals by just recovering the ball and giving them to one of each other and then scoring the goal. So yeah, I think Danilo didn't do the best in his first season at Rangers, right?
Well, talking about knee injury, he suffered an injury, a really serious injury to his face, and then he came back and then suffered a knee injury. So he's just coming back now, but that they're gradually bringing him back into the team because he's been out for so long. But we haven't seen anywhere near enough of him, unfortunately.
Maybe those two will link up good again.
Fingers crossed. Yeah, fingers crossed. So I was going to say as well, did you guys, Twente, play in a sort of 4-3-3 formation, or was it right wing of? Is that
always 4-3-3.
Yeah, interesting stuff. And do you think he'll do well at Rangers? Can you see him? Because he'll get a lot of the ball, I'd imagine. Can you see him sort of doing well there?
Yeah, I don't know the selection of Rangers that well right now, but who are the other guys on the right wing position? Nobody. Oh, then he will get his time. So then I think it will be fine. Especially, the games against the lesser Scottish clubs. I think he'll get there. And once he plays, he's quite good. You'll see it from his face if he's happy or not. He's not the best at hiding his emotions. So you'll see if he's if he's into it.
Yeah. We've got one young lad, Ross McCausland, but I think he does need a bit of help out there. And Rangers haven't had a proper right winger for a number of years. So I think everyone is fairly excited about seeing what Cerny can do in a Rangers jersey. Now, of course, another player who has swapped Ibrox for FC Twente is that of Sam Lammers. That move went through at the end of last week. Guus, what's the feeling amongst the Twente fans at Sam signing for you guys?
Yeah, we are very happy he signed, but I've seen some reactions of the Rangers fans who are also very happy he left. So it's a very good deal for both of us. Now, but in the Eredivisie he has showed his quality, especially also last year with FC Utrecht. He scored, I think, 10 goals in not a lot of matches. So for the Eredivisie he's a very good striker, and we are very happy with also the price we paid for him.
Yeah, and I think there's a feeling it was never going to work for him at Rangers, but I think he said that he wasn't played in his preferred position as a sort of out-and-out number 9. Instead, he was sort of played as a 10, and it never quite worked for him. Do you think he will play as an out-and-out 9 for Twente? Yeah.
We only have one striker, Ricky van Wolfswinkel, at the moment, and Ricky is 35 years old. So we needed to get a second one in, and he will just play at the number 9. We have our number 10 scored 18 goals last year, so he'll just stay at number 10. Yeah. So now he'll play as 9.
Yeah, and how impressive was that? I mean, Rangers fans didn't really see the best of him, but he goes to Utrecht and he almost turned into Ronaldo over there. He was scoring goals for fun, wasn't he?
Yeah, he scored like 7 games in a row or something. So wasn't too happy about it, but now I am.
Yeah, I'm sure. I think he'll do well. I mean, never worked for him at Rangers. And to be fair, I think he left PSV perhaps too early, going to Atalanta, and then loan spells didn't quite work for him in Germany and Serie A and even Rangers. So I think it's probably suited to the Dutch football, and I think he feels more at home there. So I can see him doing well for Twente, I've got to say. Another player that was linked to Rangers earlier in the window, I think the club came out and denied it, pretty sharpish. Was it your defender? Is it Mies Hilgers? Is that
Mees Hilgers.
Yeah,
is what we say. Yeah, I didn't read much about it in the last few weeks. I think, but
yeah, because I think Rangers came out and denied it at the time. But is he someone there's a lot of noise surrounding him? Does you see him moving on, perhaps?
Well, he's a talented defender, and we thought there would be much more speculation about his future. Also, even last year, that he prolonged his contract with us was quite a surprise already. But yeah, there's not much talk about it, and he's a little bit he's not so sharp as he used to be. So he has to pick up his form a little bit, although he's still in our starting 11. But we had some talks about it on the podcast yesterday. Like, is he even going to stay in our starting 11? I think so, especially for the start of the season. But I don't know what's going to happen with him. But he's certainly talented. He's just a footballing defender, as a lot of Dutch defenders are. So yeah, I could see him moving, but not to Rangers, I think then.
Yeah. And how do you see you guys getting on this season? Because a decent finish last season, 3rd place, wasn't it? What's the ambitions this year?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's above where we used to finish. It was especially because of Ajax, and Ajax performed very poorly last year.
Yeah.
So I think 3rd would be amazing again, but I think it won't happen. It will be like 4th or 5th. That would be the goal. And especially the preliminary rounds in Champions League, the same as Rangers. So
yeah,
we'll see. But I think for Twente it will be tough to play a lot of European matches with the new format as well, and Eredivisie. So I think fifth would be fine.
Yeah. And who is it you guys have got in the qualifiers for the Champions League?
Sorry,
who did Twente get drawn against in the qualifiers?
Red Bull Salzburg.
Ah, right, okay. Yeah. I think there's a chance. I think if they get through, they could face Rangers if they take care of Dynamo Kiev. But I wouldn't bet for Rangers to get through that stage, given the pre-season form right enough. But who knows? We may have you on again, Guus, to preview a Champions League qualifier. Certainly wish you guys all the very best against Salzburg. It'll be a difficult game, obviously, but I hope you guys do the business. But it's been great having you on. Thank you very much for giving us a bit of insight into Vaclav. And all the best with Sam Lammers next season.
Yeah, thank you very much.
There you go, folks. Hopefully you enjoyed that. A wee bit of insight into Vaclav Cerny. And big thanks to Guus as ever. Right, we'll speak to you later on. Bye for now.